dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias. Our first stop is New Orleans.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Disneyland Resort. We are on the Disneyland Railroad train, and we'll make we're not going to do a ride, but we are going to take a full circle tour of the Magic Kingdom.
Just ahead is New Orleans Square. This station also serves Frontierland and Bayou Country. If you'll be leaving this area, please remain seated until the train comes to a long stop. Then watch your step as you're getting on.
New Orleans Square is your stop for Pirates of the Caribbean, Haunted Mansion, Indiana Jones, Jungle Cruise, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and the closest exit we offer to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Please stay seated and wait until we've come to a full and complete stop. Stay seated, please. Stay seated. There we are. Watch your step. Okay. Watch your step. No, watch your step. Okay, John, you're going to watch.
Alright, welcome to the Disneyland Resort. It is about, I would say probably 8:24 right now. We are going to take a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom. Stops at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and the primeval world. So stay seated, everybody. We'll be on our way in just a few minutes. Thank you for joining us. That is the sound of a bell. I don't know which bell it is. We are going to visit Tiana's in just a few minutes. Over next door, we got the Haunted Mansion. Haunted Mansion. This train is getting on water right now. Alright, we're getting ready to depart to Mickey's Toontown. And plus we get to see construction walls of Pixar Playtime Party.
Thank you for your patience, everybody, and welcome aboard the Holiday 4 train. For your safety, remain seated, using hands, arms, and legs inside the train. Parents and guardians ensure that any little ones under 7 remain properly seated, either on a lap or on a bench, and away from the center door opening. Next scheduled stop is going to be Mickey's Toontown Depot.
Alright, here we
For
go.
those just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos,
I
brazos y
think
pies
we are
izquierdas
going
dentro del
to a certain bayou that happens to be named Tiana.
Now entering the bayou, home to Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Take a sneak peek at the big party Princess Tiana is throwing, where the welcome is warm, the music is hot, and the company is sweet as honey. And when it comes to sweetness, the inhabitants of the land we're passing over are the bee's knees. Here in Bayou Country, you can join Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Louis the Alligator, and other beloved critters on their fun-filled adventures.
Just ahead is
As we steam past Hungry Bear Barbecue Jamboree, we're now joining up with the rivers of America and entering the frontier as it looked more than a century and a half ago. This is my favorite part of the journey. Around every bend, there's natural beauty as far as the eye can see. There is the revered Indian shaman, sharing his stories with those in the great river valley below. People like you have been riding these rails since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fueled these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation as it moved west into this great frontier. Of course, some of those dreams and the stories that went with them were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable, like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear that mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mining trains and turned them into the wildest ride in the wilderness.
we are not getting off. We're making a mini. We're gonna stay on the train, make a full circle. As a matter of fact, we are heading into my favorite area.
This tunnel signals our transition from the frontier to another kind of pier, the ones you'll find on Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Our next stop is Toontown Depot, official train station for Mickey's Toontown, the cartoon home where Mickey, Minnie, and all their friends live. Toontown Depot is also the gateway.
Mickey's Toontown Depot is your stop for It's a Small World to Joseph Jones Gadget Coaster, Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and much more. Please stay seated. Waiters always cut to a full and 10-point stop, and then you can stay next to exit the train.
Those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment. This is Toontown Depot, Mickey's Toontown.
Continue to remain seated, please. The train is still moving. Here we are, watch your step.
So here we are again, we're at Mickey's Toontown Depot. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna scoot over a bit so you guys can get a full view. Yeah. Or we'll just move to another train area. Like that one right there. I'm not getting off. I'm just switching seats. Next to the conductor. Perfect. Like right in the middle. And look who just came out. It's Genie. Genie from Aladdin. This is Mickey's Toontown Depot. And look who just came out. It's Geppetto.
Ready to depart, so please continue to remain seated while the train is in motion. Keep your hands, arms, feet on legs inside the train. Supervise any little ones, make sure they're properly seated either on the lap or on the bench away from the center door open. Next stop is going to be Tomorrowland Station.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us on the Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto It's a Small World just below us. And, off in the distance, majestic Matterhorn Mountain. Now steaming forward into the future to a land inspired by visions of tomorrow, both practical and imagined. Here you'll find rocket ships and star speeders, submarines and astroblasters, and, if you look overhead, maybe a glimpse of a Mark 7 monorail. This is the latest version of the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere, gliding above Disneyland since 1959. Below the monorail, and us, are the fun-filled roadways of the Autopia. Drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of these cars. No experience or license required. If you're into soaring spaceships or doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now. If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop. Gather your belongings, including lightsabers and astroblasters, and step carefully from the train. Thanks, and have fun in the future. For the rest of you, just sit tight. We'll be on our way again in just a minute.
Tomorrowland Station's your stop for Space Mountain, Star Tours, Autopia, Finding Nemo submarine voyage, and the monorail. Please stay seated. Wait until we come to full and complete stop. Welcome aboard the Holiday 4 train. For your safety, remain seated. Keep all hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Ensure any little ones under 7 remain seated either on a lap or on the bench, away from the center door opening. Next stop is Main Street Station. Before we get there, we'll be taking a detour through the Grand Canyon and the Primeval World. Feel free to take pictures and videos. We just ask that once we're inside that tunnel, you refrain from using any flash photography, video, lighting, and turn off any lighter toys or accessories. Thank you.
And then we are going to take one more loop. Guys, our viewers, we are going to take one more loop. One more loop of the Disneyland Railroad.
For your safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Watch your children.
Yeah, we're going to take another loop.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Por favor, no tome fotografías con flash.
Here we go. Canyon as you know it today. My road's always this way. Wow, let's take it back in time. Way back in time. And nothing in the mighty world. Land of the dinosaurs!
Returning to our own time
At the Main Street station.
gateway to Disneyland.
Man,
If you're leaving us here,
On the other car,
stay on your seat until we come to a full stop.
you can't go to California Adventure until 11,
And step
but
carefully from
we'll
the train.
be there for like meet and greet.
Stay station, stay seated, wait until we come to a full and complete stop. If you have any strollers or wheelchairs, please be advised that the station is stairs only. There are no exit ramps, no continue to remain seated, wait until we come to a full and complete stop.
USA.
Stop is New Orleans. Please remain seated at all times. Keep all hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. If you have little
Sir.
ones, just make sure they're seated away from the center open aisle. If not, they should be seated on your lap.
People are still messing. Alright, round 2 of a round trip of the Magic Kingdom. Let's go. And I'll be your narrator for today. Oh, where are my manners?
Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad.
Sorry for about the intro.
Grand Circle tour of the Magic Kingdom. We'll be stopping at New Orleans.
Hi,
Square,
this is Luke Maurer. I'm your host for today. And
We'll also visit the Grand
we got a
Canyon
special
and make a trip
intro
back in time
before
to the primeval world
we
and the age of the dinosaurs.
go.
Before
Okay,
returning to
so
Main Street Station. As we begin our journey,
to all
remember that
come
for
to this
safety,
happy place.
you
Welcome.
need to stay
Disneyland
safe,
is your
keeping
land.
arms, feet,
Your
and
age
legs
and
inside
fond
the
memories
train.
of the past, and here you may save the challenge and promise of the future. Disneyland is dedicated to the ideas, the dreams, and the hard facts have created in America, with the hope and source of joy and inspiration for all the
Our first
world.
stop is New Orleans Square Station.
Hi everybody,
But to
and
get there, you
welcome
pass through the
on the Disneyland Railroad. We're taking a full circle tour of the Magic Kingdom. This is the second time we're doing it. And then we're getting off and waiting for our friend Bob and Aaron Skinner, who will get my friend in. Until then, let's get things rolling.
This station also serves Frontierland and Party Country. If you'll be leaving us here, please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop. Walk your seat when you're moving. For those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment. This is New Orleans Square Station. New Orleans Square.
Also, your closest stop for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Please remain seated until the train comes to a full stop. For those of you continuing on, make sure you move all the way down the bench. Leave room for guests that want to board the train, please.
How's everybody's day going?
Next stop is Toontown. Please remain seated at all times. Keep all hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Your little ones, make sure they're seated away from the center of the aisle.
To those just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your as we steam past Hungry Bear Barbecue
And then
Jamboree.
Star Wars
We're now
Galaxy
joining up
Edge,
with the
ladies
rivers
and
of
gentlemen.
America and entering the frontier as it was more than a century and a half ago. This is my favorite part of the journey. Around every bend, there's magic.
It is far, and I can see it. How?
There is the revered Indian shaman sharing his stories with those in the great river valley below. People like you have been riding these rails since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fueled these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation as it moved west into this great frontier. Of course, some of those dreams and the stories that went with them were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable. Like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear that mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mining trains and turned them into
The wildest ride in the wilderness. You know, we are heading to a certain Pixar playtime party, but that's not even open until the 23rd of May. So, yeah.
This tunnel signals our transition from the frontier to another kind of gear, the one you'll find on Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Our next stop is Toontown Depot, official train station for Mickey's Toontown, the cartoon home where Mickey, Minnie, and all their friends live. Toontown Depot is also the gateway to Fantasyland, where you'll find many of your favorite Disney animated characters and stories. If you're leaving us here, please wait until the train comes to a full stop. Remember your personal belongings, then step carefully from the train. Have fun, and say hi to Mickey.
Once again, please stay seated until the train comes to a full stop. And continuing on, make sure you move all the way down to the bench. Make room for guests who want to board the train.
Mickey's Toontown.
I don't think so. So here we are at Mickey's Toontown Depot, home to Small World, the Pixar Playtime Party, and so much more. Playtime Party doesn't open until May 23rd, but as we will let you know, guys, that live action Lilo and Stitch is coming out this Friday.
Alright. Alright, second train's coming out right now, so we just have to hold you for a little bit longer. Once we get the all clear, we'll be departing. Please stay seated at all times. Follow hands, arms, feet, legs side of the train. If you have little ones, make sure they're seated away from the center open aisle. If not, they should be seated on your lap.
Alright, let's continue on, everybody.
Once again, we're just waiting for the other train to depart Tomorrowland. Once it does, we'll be able to depart. So please stay seated at all times. I'd like to turn green at any moment.
Think we should have some water? Careful. Yeah, during the day we got
Once again, we're just waiting for the other train to come out. Once they're done, we'll be able to depart, so please stay seated at all times. We'll be going here in just a moment.
as we're sitting here, we're just waiting for another train to pop out, and then we'll be on our way to Tomorrowland Station. And then after Tomorrowland, we have to visit the Grand Canyon and the Primeval World. And then we'll be back at, you guessed it, Main Street Station. Or MSS for short. Alright, now we're heading into Tomorrowland, everybody, so please stay seated. Let's go!
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us on the Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto It's a Small World just below us. And, off in the distance, majestic Matterhorn Mountain. We're now steaming forward into the future to a land inspired by visions of tomorrow, both practical and imagined. Here you'll find rocket ships and starscapes, submarines and astroblasters, and, if you look overhead, maybe a glimpse of a Mark 7 monorail. This is the latest version of the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere, gliding above Disneyland since 1959. Below the monorail and us are the fun-filled roadways of the Autopia. Drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of these cars. No experience or license required. If you're into soaring spaceships, doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now. If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop. Gather your belongings, including lightsabers and astro blasters, and step carefully from the train. Thanks, and have fun in the future. For the rest of you, just sit tight. We'll be on our way again in just a minute.
Once again, please stay seated until the train comes to a full stop. For those of you continuing on, make sure you move all the way down to the bench. Make room for guests that want to board the train, please.
I don't think so. They can move over there. I need some room for belonging. Let's go Dodgers.
Right now, that just means the train in front of us hasn't quite cleared out the next station. As soon as we get the green light, we'll be departing. So please stay seated at all times. Next stop's Main Street. And please turn off any lights or flash photography before we enter the tunnel up ahead.
It's such a beautiful day out here in the Disneyland Resort. I'm gonna totally miss it. But I got one more month. Yeah. One more month. Anyway, well, what am I saying? I am the best at this, so we are heading to Main Street Station, and that will be our first ever 55-minute video, ladies and gentlemen. You don't need to see that text. We are at home of Autopia, submarine voyage, and so much more, everybody. If anybody wants to make a comment, Yep, it's the day 3 of the celebration. I was here Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and today. Stay home Sunday and coming today. We are gonna go see the Royal Theater. I'll just tell Bob to wait.
Alright, we got the green light. Please stay seated at all times. Next stop, Main Street.
Next, we're going to the Royal Theater. Yeah, we are going to the Royal Theater to see Tingle today. Then we'll meet up with Bob later on.
To those who have just come aboard, welcome. The next leg of our journey will take us from the fantastic world of the future to the breathtaking beauty of nature's own design, the Grand Canyon. For your safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Watch your children and no flash photography.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado, tenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Por favor, no tome fotografías con flash.
Grand Canyon as we know it today, but
it wasn't always this way.
It wasn't.
Now, let's travel back
in time. Way back in time.
To the
From
fantastic
Land Before
past of the
Time,
primeval
the world.
Land
The end of the dinosaurs. From Land Before Time. Disneyland, Main Street, USA.
We're now returning to our own time and to Main Street Station, gateway to Disneyland. If you're leaving us here, stay in your seat until we come to a full stop. Remember to gather all your personal belongings and step carefully from the train. I'd especially like to thank those of you who've been with me for the Grand Circle Tour of Disneyland. We hope you enjoyed your travels with us and that you'll come back to ride with us again real soon. For those of you staying with us,
Please be advised, Main Street only has steps going down. There are no ramps or elevators. Please remain seated until the train comes to a full stop. For those of you continuing on, make sure you move all the way down on the bench. Make room for guests that want to board the train, please.
Alright, we are walking over there. That was a full circle tour of the Magic Kingdom, everybody.
Your attention, please. Last call for the Disneyland Limited. Now leaving for a complete trip around Walt Disney's Magic Kingdom. Through the Grand Canyon and Primeval World. Stops at Frontierland, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland.
I love Disneyland during the mornings. That was so fun. Okay. So now we are heading to the Royal Theater, everybody. Hopefully I can get... So... Guys, I'll be right back. We're gonna stop at the... Starbucks coffee, everybody. We have an unexpected twist and a spot. We are gonna go inside the Royal Theater in just a few minutes. Yeah, in just a few minutes. And we are gonna check inside and see what princes will be there. So please stay seated. We have the land zone, or this is the gateway to Fantasyland. So is this Adventureland, Frontierland, Tomorrowland, Mickey's Toontown, and so much more. The first show will be, okay, here are the show times, ladies and gentlemen, for the Royal Theater. We got Tangled at 10:15, 11:25, and 12:40. Then we got Beauty and the Beast at 2:15, 3:25, and 4:35, everybody. And this is the Royal Theater, where we enjoy storytelling by Mr. Smythe and Mr. Jones. Hey, sorry for the phone call, everybody. Right now I'm in the horse carriage, heading back to Main Street, USA. Right now, let's get a good glimpse of the castle.
Just so you know, we're going to pull the album and get down. Still works though. Hey, it looks like Cassie's still able to get through.
True. See, I would have had a fit for that. No, I would have.
Right before we get here, yes. And then they switch on and they go half the morning, one show, and the other one.
Alright guys, we are heading back to Main Street Station, and this is where I'm gonna cut off my stream. So please stay seated until we get a full stop. Then I will exit out of the park and I'll call Aaron and see where he's at.
My friend standing in the back row, remain seating at all times. Hands are feet legs inside the cars. That is all.
So guys, we are heading back into Main Street Station, so I think I'm gonna put it in the front. Just a second. Ah! I hate it when that happens. Okay, there we go, okay. So as of right now, we are turning around the corner, and I'll give you some stops along the way. So that is Frontierland, where you can meet Mirabelle. There's Jolly Holiday, where you can get a big sandwich. There are people waving. There's the Coke Corner, where you can meet a famous piano. There's the Candy Palace, or the Penny Arcade. Here's my favorite place, right here. Carnation Cafe. Yeehaw! Carnation Cafe, baby. Hello. Over here we have cinema. Hold it here, folks. We'll be back again in just a few minutes, so please stay seated. Okay, so we got the cinema. We got the magic shop. department where sometimes the Dapper Dance play. Over here we have City Hall with their 70th banners. I like that. Here's Steve with the firehouse. And here's my personal favorite, the Disneyland Railroad Station. Right now I'm heading out and here's the Disneyland Transportation Company. People are getting like me. We are not pop carping until my friend shows up. Okay, everybody, we are heading out. We are heading out right now. We are not leaving the park until Aaron gets in. Excuse me. This whole crowd is trying to get into Disneyland. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Coming through. I'm not cutting. Just meeting a friend. Ready? So here we are, folks. We're between California Adventure and the Disneyland Resort. And right now I am going backwards, going backwards, going backwards, going backwards. Ooh. How are you doing? Good.